Welcome to another edition of Florida Newsmakers. I'm Alia Faraj Johnson with our very special guest, Ken Lawson, Secretary of the Department of Business and Professional Regulation. Thank you for joining us. Let's start talking about your agency. It involves and addresses a myriad of things in state government or in Florida. Can you talk about some of those issues?
Happy to. You know, my agency has 1 million licensees, ranging from Harper pilots to barbers. We have about 1,600 employees, but with our 1 million licensees, we're concerned about making sure that every person has a chance to get their license as quickly as possible. You know, over the last several years, what we're proud of is that as a department, we reduced the time it takes for a person to get a professional license. Because back in 2008, it took 41 days on average for someone to get their initial license, but now through technology and my people's hard work, it takes less than 2 days.
And that ties into Governor Scott's policy and priority of jobs, job creation.
You're right about that, because the bottom line is this: Governor Scott came into office trying to make sure our economy grows, and that happens when people have licenses to get a job, to start a business, fulfill their dreams. And if government's in the way, we're stopping them from making money, ensuring that they're really engaging in our society. But with our department streamlining its processes, make sure that the right people are licensed, we're helping the economy and fulfilling the governor's vision.
Now, one of the things that I guess Floridians or visitors may not realize is your agency's role in keeping our food safe, or restaurants. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, we have the division of hotels and restaurants, and I have 186 restaurant inspectors, and we inspect every restaurant at least twice a year. But recently the law changed because we have some good actors out there who have great compliance programs, then we have some bad actors who don't have good compliance programs. So we're able to establish rules to inspect restaurants from a range of 1 to 4 times a year based on the risk factor. So we're excited about that new change.
And not surprisingly, considered how busy everybody is, Americans eat out 5 times a week.
Sure.
Talk about food trucks now. So it's getting easier.
Let me tell you something. Food trucks are growing in the state. You know, we've got over 2,300 food trucks in the state of Florida. But at the same time, they have to be regulated the same way as regular restaurants, follow the same rules, same health and safety concerns. So as a department, we reached out to the food trucks, explained the rules to them, and also opened up our parking lot, brought the food trucks in, had food trucks jambalayas, where we're just telling them what the rules are to help them make money. Again, being partners with the business community.
Now, as a consumer, what should we look for when we head, to head to a food truck?
You know what? You should ask every food truck to see their last inspection. They're required to show you that. Because if a food truck is licensed in the state of Florida, they had an inspection by us, and they'll show their inspection. In fact, you can go to our website at myfloridalicense.com and see any food truck or restaurant's last inspection. See if they did good or perhaps they fell short.
Underage drinking with all the college kids. I mean, I know that this is a college town since we're based in Tallahassee, but statewide, I'm sure that's a problem that your agency addresses.
Well, you know what? We want to make sure everyone has fun in the state, but follow the law. So with my alcoholic beverage and tobacco division, we work with locals during proms, spring break, to ensure that there's not underage drinking. And we have, perhaps...
Are there penalties?
Well, there's penalties, right? But we have our people working in bars and making sure that you're not serving someone who's under 21.
And convenience stores as well?
And convenience stores as well, yes.
Other agency priorities that keep Floridians safe. I know we're in hurricane season, and this is the time, if heaven forbid Florida sustains any damage, that you put out and issue warnings about unlicensed contractors.
You know, it's really important that people hire licensed contractors. You know, in the past we had several hurricanes, and we had folks come to the state who said, I can fix your roof, a little bit cheaper than the guy who's licensed, but they may steal your money or do a bad job. Make sure you hire someone who's licensed. And again, you go to our website, myfloridalicense.com, and you can see whether or not the person is licensed. And if they're not, report that person to us, because then we can investigate it and make sure they're not harming other Floridians.
And Mr. Secretary, any other priorities that you'd like to touch on? You
know what? The bottom line is this. We want to ensure that Floridians know they can come to our department and be treated fairly and get their license or renewal license as quickly as possible. We want to ensure that they can call us if they have a question and know that we're partners with them. That's our priority.
Thank you, Secretary. Thank you for joining us. And to you, our viewers, hope to see you next week.